Yeah, today we're going to talk about how to set up the Excel add-in we have right here. So this is, we call this the hub or the launcher. And from here we can launch the Excel add-in install. So click on it. It'll come up, install Parallax Excel add-in, continue with installation. And it's downloading it. And then it says, okay, it's going to be installed in this location. So app data local Parallax Excel add-ins will be an XLL file. Let's continue. So then what comes up is documentation. There's documentation on each of the functions in the add-in. So here, for instance, is Extremehurst. You get what the function looks like and all of the inputs, and then the outputs back here. So that's available. Let me back up here, close this out. But you also get, I put that, well, we can go to the spreadsheet. So under here you can get to the spreadsheets. You can also get to it through that document. So here's some example spreadsheets. Um, some of the fastest ones, like the RSIZ, is very fast. So let's just download that spreadsheet. It'll be in the downloads folder. Open it up, double click. And we can minimize this window. Where is it? There it is. All right, spreadsheet's going to come up. This is just an example of one of the functions. Happens to be one of the fastest functions to run. So we first enable editing up here. It needs to be on your local machine. Let me get it in the window. It's a little bit out of the window here. All right, so this is an example. We're going to look at the daily QQQ on Bloomberg and with this function RSIZ. If you take a look at the function call, it says if this cell is true, then run PFR RSIZ with these inputs. And if you want to look at what the inputs are, you can check the FX button up here. It'll say the security is QQQ, US equity, daily scale. We're going to run it from now to now minus 100 days. And then there's other options in here, including a new one called refresh mode. And this one, you can set it to freeze, which means it won't update the spreadsheet, or you can set it to interval, meaning that since the interval is daily, it'll update the spreadsheet every day. You can also use clock if it's important that it updates on the hour or on the minute. You know, if you had it set for every 5 minutes, and it would do an update every 5 minutes on the minute instead of just every 5th minute. So anyway, this is all set. So let's go ahead and run it. We can turn this to true, and it should run pretty quick. And there it is. So that's an example of how to use the tools on in the Excel add-in. There's lots of examples here that you can also make your own. Actually, before I close this, let me show you where things are. Let's just bring up a blank spreadsheet. If I type in equals PFR dot, all of them have a PFR dot in front of them now. Here's all of our tools. If you can't find them there, then there's another place to look. Let me turn this off. If you hit the FX button right here and then go to category, you can slide down to right here where Parallax Financial Research is, and then you'll see all of our functions. And so we can put a function in. Let's say we want to do first, let's pick something else. Maybe Price Wizard. That's easy. So we'll put in, say, Microsoft, US equity, and we'll just run it with the defaults, and it should give you back the valuation for Microsoft. And there it is. So today the header's not in here, but we think it's worth $475, trading at 380, so undervalued. Anyway, that's a good example of how to use our tools on Excel. If you need to look at where the Excel add-in is, you can go down to the options and then to add-ins and then Excel add-ins and hit go. You should see Parallax Financial Research checked here in your add-ins list. And that's it for the Excel add-in discussion today. Let me close these out, save that one, and go ahead on to the next slide. Let's see, where is